Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we wait for miracles to change our lives. We wait for opportunities, for luck, for someone to come and rescue us. But the truth is, life doesn't change until you do. Your life is nothing but a reflection of who you are inside. If your personality is bitter, your experiences will be bitter. If your personality is nurturing, your experiences will blossom. Every door of opportunity you are waiting for is connected to the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you think, and the way you treat people. Fixing your personality is not about pretending to be someone else. It's about polishing the person you already are. And the day you work on your inner self, you will watch your life transform in ways you never thought possible. Develop self-awareness. The very first step towards fixing your personality is to truly know yourself. Self-awareness is like turning the lights on in a dark room. You begin to see clearly what was hidden in the shadows all along. Most people spend their entire lives pointing fingers outward, never realizing that their biggest battles are inward. When you develop the courage to look within, you realize that many of your frustrations, failures, and even broken relationships were not caused by the world outside, but by patterns you never confronted inside yourself. To be self-aware is to pause and reflect. It is to ask yourself why you react the way you do when someone criticizes you. It is to notice how you speak when you are angry and how you behave when you are under pressure. These little observations open the door to transformation because you cannot change what you refuse to acknowledge. Self-awareness is uncomfortable. At first, it shows you truths you may not want to accept, but it is also liberating because it gives you the power to write a new story. Once you know yourself, you can begin to take charge of yourself. You stop living on autopilot, repeating the same cycles of anger, fear, and doubt. Instead, you become intentional about your words, your actions, and your choices. This awareness turns you from a passive passenger in life into the driver of your own journey. And as you shift inside, you begin to see your life shift outside as well. Self-awareness also makes you humble. It shows you that you are not perfect, but you are capable of growth. It allows you to embrace your strengths without arrogance and admit your weaknesses without shame. When you become aware, you stop competing with others and start competing with your own yesterday. That shift alone is powerful enough to fix the trajectory of your life. More importantly, awareness softens your heart. When you understand your own struggles, you begin to understand others more deeply. You no longer judge people as quickly because you know everyone is fighting unseen battles. This makes your personality kinder. And kindness has a way of opening doors that force never could. And so, fixing your personality begins here with the courage to know yourself. Because once you see the truth of who you are, you gain the power to shape who you are becoming. And that is the first step to watching your life transform. Cultivate emotional intelligence. Personality is not just about how you look or how you speak. It is deeply about how you make others feel. And nothing refines that more than emotional intelligence. To be emotionally intelligent is to recognize your emotions without letting them control you. It is to regulate your anger, channel your sadness, celebrate your joy, and still remain steady through it all. A person who cannot manage their emotions often damages relationships, ruins opportunities, and loses trust. But a person who learns to master their emotions becomes someone people feel safe around, and safety is one of the greatest gifts you can offer. Think of the times you reacted in anger and later regretted it. Think of the moments where silence would have been wiser than shouting, but you didn't pause long enough to choose differently. Emotional intelligence teaches you to pause. It teaches you that you don't have to react immediately. You can breathe, reflect, and then respond. That single pause has the power to change the outcome of entire situations. When you learn to respect your emotions and those of others, your personality begins to shine in ways that words cannot describe. People may not remember exactly what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And when they feel understood, valued, and respected in your presence, they will always gravitate back to you. That is the silent strength of emotional intelligence. It also helps you connect deeply. Success in life is not only about talent or knowledge, it is about connection. People do not follow those who know the most, they follow those who understand them the most. Emotional intelligence builds that bridge. It allows you to step into someone else's shoes, to feel their pain, to celebrate their joys, and to see life from their perspective. That ability turns your personality into a source of light for others. More than that, emotional intelligence makes you resilient. Because when life throws challenges at you, you don't collapse under emotions, you regulate them. You allow yourself to feel, but you don't let feelings drown you. That balance creates a personality that inspires confidence in others, because they see strength and stability in you even in turbulent times. And so, to fix your personality is to learn the art of emotional intelligence. Because when you master the way you feel and the way you treat others, you unlock a version of yourself that can handle life with grace, and life rewards grace in the most beautiful ways. Practice consistency in your actions. A personality is not built in a day, it is built in the little things you do over and over again. Anyone can act kind for a moment, but true kindness is revealed when it becomes consistent. Anyone can show respect once, but real respect is shown in the way you treat people daily, not occasionally. Consistency is what turns temporary actions into permanent traits, and those traits become your personality. Think of your life as a garden. If you water it only once in a while, the plants will wither and die. But if you water it every day, even in small amounts, the garden flourishes. Your habits and behaviors are the same. If you practice patience, honesty, and discipline consistently, they begin to bloom in your personality. And people no longer see them as acts, they see them as who you truly are. Consistency builds credibility. People may forgive one mistake, but they will never trust inconsistency. If today you are respectful and tomorrow you are disrespectful, if today you are kind and tomorrow you are cruel, your personality becomes unpredictable. But when you remain steady, people know who you are, and they can trust you with their time, their hearts, and their opportunities. Consistency also strengthens you from within. It teaches you discipline, and discipline is the backbone of transformation. No matter how small the action, if you do it consistently, it reshapes your personality. One kind word every day makes you a kind person. One act of patience every day makes you a patient person. One honest choice every day makes you an honest person. Slowly, steadily, these choices change the way people see you, and more importantly, the way you see yourself. It also shows others your authenticity. Pretending can only last for so long. Eventually, masks fall, but consistency reveals truth. If your goodness is consistent, it is real. If your discipline is consistent, it is genuine. And genuine personalities always outshine artificial ones. That authenticity becomes magnetic. So, fixing your personality requires consistency. Not just in what you do when people are watching, but in what you do when no one is. Because the real you is not built in public, it is built in private. And when you fix the private you with consistent effort, the public you naturally becomes admirable. Build confidence through integrity. Confidence is not about standing tall with arrogance, it is about walking humbly with truth. Real confidence comes from integrity, from aligning your words with your actions, from living in such a way that you never have to hide. When your personality reflects honesty and authenticity, your confidence shines naturally. People are drawn to you not because you are flawless, but because you are real. Many people confuse confidence with loudness. But some of the most confident personalities are quiet. They don't need to shout because their integrity speaks for them. Integrity means you keep your promises, you honor your word, and you stand for what is right even when it is difficult. When you live like this, you begin to carry yourself differently. You don't need validation from others because your strength comes from within. Confidence built on lies is fragile. One truth can shatter it. But confidence built on integrity is unshakable. You may face criticism, rejection, or failure, but nothing can break you because you know you stood firm in your values. That kind of confidence is rare, and rare personalities are the ones that change lives. Integrity also protects you. A life built on deception may look glamorous for a while, but eventually the cracks show. But a life built on truth has no cracks to expose. People begin to trust you with their secrets, their dreams, their loyalty. That trust becomes your greatest power. Because trust is the foundation of every strong relationship, whether personal or professional. And the more you live in integrity, the more confident you become in your decisions. Doubt fades because you know your choices are guided by honesty. Fear fades because you have nothing to hide. That kind of quiet strength is the mark of a fixed, refined personality. So, to fix your personality is to align yourself with integrity. Because when you live in truth, your confidence becomes unshakable. And that kind of confidence has the power to change not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Radiate positivity and gratitude. One of the most beautiful traits a person can carry is the ability to radiate positivity. Life is filled with challenges, pain, and disappointments, but the way you choose to respond to them becomes the essence of your personality. Some people carry bitterness everywhere they go, and their negativity drains the room. Others carry light within them, and their presence alone uplifts everyone around them. Which one you become is a choice, and it is that choice that can transform your life. Positivity does not mean ignoring pain. It means choosing not to let pain define you. Gratitude does not mean you have everything. It means you recognize the blessings you already have. When your personality is rooted in gratitude, you stop complaining about what you lack and start celebrating what you possess. That energy shifts not only your inner world, but also the way the world responds to you. When you walk into a room with bitterness, you push people away. When you walk in with gratitude and positivity, you attract them. People naturally want to be around those who make them feel lighter, who make them believe in hope again. That is the silent power of positivity. It builds bridges without effort. Gratitude also brings joy. A grateful person is never truly empty because they see abundance in even the smallest things. That joy reflects in your personality, and people sense it immediately. Joyful personalities are magnetic because in a world full of negativity, joy is rare and precious. The more you radiate positivity, the more opportunities begin to find you. Because people love working with those who inspire them. They trust those who uplift them. They believe in those who make them believe in themselves. That influence begins to change your career, your relationships, and your environment. And so, fixing your personality with positivity and gratitude doesn't just change you, it changes the energy of every space you walk into. It turns you into someone people don't just admire, but someone they never forget. Because in the end, the world may not remember everything you did, but it will never forget how your personality made them feel. At the end of the day, when you truly begin the journey of fixing your personality, you realize it is not about pretending to be someone else or wearing a mask to please the world. It is about peeling away everything that doesn't serve you, about breaking the habits that hold you back, about polishing the raw diamond within you until it shines. Self-awareness teaches you to see your truth. Emotional intelligence teaches you to feel with depth. Consistency shapes all your habits into character. Integrity gives you unshakable confidence. And positivity with gratitude makes your presence unforgettable. All of these together transform the way you walk into life. And life responds to that transformation with opportunities, relationships, and peace that you never imagined could be yours. The beauty of this journey is that the world around you shifts without you having to force it. Because when your personality changes, your energy changes, and energy never goes unnoticed. The doors you once thought were locked suddenly open, the people you once lost begin to respect you again, and the life you once dreamed of starts unfolding before your eyes. Fixing your personality is not just about improving who you are, it is about unlocking the life you were always meant to live. And the moment you decide to work on yourself, you will watch your entire life begin to change in ways that feel nothing short of extraordinary.